Right, welcome to our second studio update for our Kickstarter campaign and the second album. Bit shit today. I don't know if you remember from our first album, the song Senor Mazanto. The guy who played bass on that passed away overnight. So I was really looking forward to doing this today, but I'm a little bit of a downer mood today, so I apologise about that. Okay, so the plan for the second album was always to make it sound different to the first album. Being that we're taking it live means that we can't take a string section. Remember the first album, we had all the big string sections and brass parts and things on like Avalanche. Well, to try and recreate that live, how we want to go out and play this year, it would be impossible. So even though the songwriting has kind of followed the same sort of feel, we decided what we would do is we would change our instrument lineup so that when we do play live, we can replicate as close as possible to how the actual record sounds. So this is something I'm working on at the moment. It's just basically drums, a few guitars, there's keyboards and percussion. That seems to be the new lineup, and I think when we go live, that's essentially what will go out as maybe a 6-piece band. Also, you'll see we're using 2 computers. So this is my main iMac, which runs Logic Pro X, and then because we just have so many tracks now, these things get worn out really quickly. So bought a MacBook Pro, so they link up together. So this one here will have most of the band stuff on. This one here will be predominantly vocals, so a lot of Colin stuff, backing vocals will all be here. It's pretty straightforward. You just sync the 2 computers up and we're up and running. So when we do the vocals in November, or Colin, and I'm flying to the UK to do that, I'll just take this little rascal here and I'll take that audio interface, the mic from next door in the vocal booth, and that will be it. I'll put the backing tracks onto this computer, it's really simple, and then I'll have loads of space to record Colin's vocals. I won't need to edit it and mess around with them in the UK. I can bring it back here, link the 2 computers up and work specifically on Colin's stuff there. I'll have the music already done, that'll all be in shape, and that's it. This thing here is fantastic. This is my Softail Console 1. Years ago, you would have in a studio, obviously a big mixing desk. Since everything's become digitised, everybody loves things on a computer, but you lose this thing. You know, when you make a record, you need to just feel it. You need to kind of, when you're doing the drum sounds, you need to be able to feel them like an engineer. And this thing allows me to do that. So basically it takes all the mouse control away from the computer and lets me mix a record manually, which is the only way I can do it. You know, another thing, as well as this Sofitel thing, people try to recreate what we used to do years ago, which was use tape. Even though we've got all the computers, it cleans the sound up too much. So, especially with us trying to create a 60s sound, what we do, we use a plugin, basically, which simulates tape. I'll show it to you. See that little rascal there? It's based on something from Abbey Road Studios. So what it does is, it takes the sound which is purely digitised in a computer and it simulates what it would sound like if you actually ran it through a tape machine. And what it does is it adds coloration to the sound, and we put it on every single track. So even though we're working digitally, you don't lose the quality of the sound. It doesn't deteriorate as tape does. It just gives you the sound and the compression, which really adds to the screen sound. Okay, well that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Apologies if I'm a bit flat. It's been a bit of a weird day. Have a great weekend, and I look forward to doing another one of these for you really soon.